Washington State. Cold rain falls almost every night near the forest roads. Far away from the city, there stands an old wooden house surrounded by tall trees. People nearby say that after midnight, a woman can sometimes be seen standing at the upstairs window, perfectly still, watching the darkness outside. But according to local rumors, the real woman who lived there never truly came back after the accident. Ethan Carter and his wife, Claire, have lived peacefully in the house for almost 2 years. Their days are simple, quiet mornings, coffee beside rainy windows, soft music playing through empty rooms. Claire loves collecting antique mirrors, especially one old Victorian mirror upstairs beside her vanity table. Sometimes she jokes about it. Sometimes it feels like the mirror is watching me. Ethan always laughs when she says that. Later, he wishes he had listened more carefully. One stormy evening, Claire slips while walking downstairs. Ethan hears a loud crash echo through the house. When he reaches her, she is lying motionless near the staircase. Rain hammers the windows outside. Everything feels strangely quiet. Doctors later say Claire survived, but after returning home, something about her feels different, very different. At first, Ethan blames the head injury. Claire barely smiles anymore. She rarely speaks. Most days, she remains silent in bed, staring at nothing. Her expression feels distant, cold, like her thoughts are somewhere far away. About a week later, small, strange things begin happening. Every night around 2 a.m., Ethan wakes up and notices Claire missing from bed. At first, he assumes she simply cannot sleep. But slowly, the feeling inside the house begins changing. One night, he finds her standing in the kitchen, barefoot, completely still. Only the refrigerator light illuminates her face. Claire, she slowly turns toward him. Her smile looks unusual, almost delayed. Then quietly she whispers, "You should go back upstairs." After that night, Ethan secretly begins watching her. Sometimes Claire wanders through dark hallways, whispering softly to herself. Sometimes she stands outside in the rain without reacting to the cold. But the strangest moments always happen upstairs, beside the mirror. Claire sits there for hours, completely motionless, only staring into her reflection. One rainy night, Ethan quietly watches from the hallway. Lightning flashes outside, and for 1 second, the reflection inside the mirror looks different. Not Claire. Another woman, pale-faced, dark, smiling silently through the glass. Ethan steps backward immediately, but when he looks again, everything appears normal. The next morning, Ethan searches for information about the house. Old newspapers, town records, anything connected to the property. Eventually, he discovers the story of a woman named Eleanor Voss. Decades earlier, she had lived alone inside the same house. Neighbors believed she had become obsessed with mirrors and strange spiritual rituals. Then one winter night, she disappeared without explanation. Before vanishing, she reportedly said, "Some doors should never be opened." While reading further, Ethan notices something disturbing. During Claire's accident, her heart briefly stopped before doctors revived her, only for a short moment, but maybe long enough for something else to follow her back. One stormy night, Ethan finally confronts her. Claire sits quietly beside the mirror in darkness. Who are you? He asks softly. For several seconds, she says nothing. Then slowly, she smiles and answers. Claire is tired. The room suddenly feels freezing cold. The mirror behind her trembles slightly, like water moving beneath glass. Claire's body twitches strangely. Then another voice quietly emerges beneath hers. She opened the door. That same night, a violent storm covers the town. The electricity fails. Only candlelight remains inside the house. Ethan covers every mirror except one, the old Victorian mirror upstairs, the center of everything. Claire stands silently in front of it. Her hair covers part of her face. Then slowly, the mirror surface begins moving like dark water. Shadows appear inside the reflection. Shapes move behind the glass, trying to come closer. Claire suddenly screams in pain. The room shakes violently. Candles flicker wildly. For one brief moment, Ethan hears Claire's real voice again, weak, terrified. Ethan, please. Without hesitation, Ethan grabs the iron fireplace poker nearby and strikes the mirror. Once, twice, again, until the glass shatters completely. The whispers stop instantly. The room becomes silent. Only rain can be heard outside. Claire collapses onto the floor, slowly. Her eyes look normal again. Warm, peaceful, human. Tears roll down her face as she whispers softly, "I was so cold." Before sunrise, Claire quietly passes away in Ethan's arms, this time peacefully, without fear. Weeks later, Ethan leaves the house forever. The mirrors are destroyed. The upstairs room remains empty, but even now, late at night, neighbors sometimes notice something strange near the far corner of the abandoned yard. A pale figure stands silently between the trees, watching the house, waiting patiently in the darkness, as if something never truly left. Thank you for listening tonight. But remember, some things, once invited inside, never truly leave. And maybe something is still watching from the darkness. See you again in the next story.